The question hit the room like a dropped glass, sharp, brittle, impossible to ignore. "Can I spend one night with Oliver?" Mia asked again, her voice trembling just enough to betray the calm she tried to fake. For a moment, I couldn't breathe. The air felt thick, heavy, like trying to inhale through wet cloth. I stared at her, at the woman I'd spent 12 years building a life with, and all I could think was, why does she look more afraid of my reaction than ashamed of the question? "What did you just say?" My voice came out hoarse, unfamiliar. Mia's fingers twisted the hem of her sweater, the one I bought her last winter because she always complained about the cold. I need clarity," she said. Closure. Closure. The word rattled in my skull. "You asked for closure from an ex, not from a coworker you barely talked to," as she always insisted. My stomach twisted. I forced a smile I didn't feel. "Are you telling me you're in love with him?" "No," she whispered too quickly. "I just need answers. One night to talk. To understand things." The lie was so obvious it made my skin prickle. Mia never needed one night to talk to anyone. She overshared by nature, rambling to baristas, neighbors, the mechanic who fixed her brakes. But for Oliver, she needed one night. My mind replayed the signs I'd ignored, her sudden late shifts, the way her phone now faced down, the faint trace of a cologne I didn't own on her scarf last month. Each red flag I'd neatly folded and tucked away because I loved her, because I trusted her, because I feared being the paranoid husband who imagined monsters in shadows. But now the monster stood in the light, wearing my wife's face. "Mia," I said slowly, "are you sleeping with him?" She flinched barely, but enough. "I didn't. We didn't," she swallowed hard. "Not yet. Not yet." The words cracked something inside me. A buzzing filled my ears, drowning out the soft hum of the refrigerator and the distant traffic outside. I leaned against the counter to steady myself. "So, this night is for what? Giving yourself permission?" Tears welled in her eyes, but instead of guilt, I saw frustration. At herself, at me, at the world for making this conversation unavoidable. "I didn't want this to happen," she said. "Oliver and I connected over things we never talk about. Things we used to talk about." It was a knife twisted slowly, not just betrayal, but the reminder of how far we drifted without noticing. "Mia, why didn't you tell me if you felt unheard?" My voice cracked. "I would've, God, I would've tried." "I know," she whispered. "And that's why I came to you. That's why I asked instead of just doing it." She wiped her cheek. "I wanted honesty. I wanted to give us that. Honesty." The irony nearly choked me. I walked past her and opened the window, letting cold night air slap my face. The streetlights painted her reflection in the glass, small, trembling, but resolute. "So, you want my permission to betray me?" I asked. "I want your understanding," she said. "So, I can decide who I'm meant to be with." Something inside me went still. Not shattered, not burning, just cold, like ice forming over a lake. "Okay," I said quietly. Mia blinked. "Okay, what?" "You can spend the night with Oliver." Her breath hitched in relief and confusion. Thank you." I turned to face her fully. "And when you come back tomorrow," I said, "I won't be here." Her mouth fell open. "What?" "Wait, James. You want clarity," I said, grabbing my keys.
"So do I."
"And your question gave it to me." She reached for my arm, but I stepped away. For the first time, her fear was real. "Please don't do this." "You already did," I said softly. Then I walked out, not because I stopped loving her, but because loving her shouldn't have required slowly handing her pieces of myself to break. And the twist, the part she would discover hours later. I didn't go to a hotel. I went to Oliver's house. Because if she was going to choose between us, she deserved to know that she wasn't the only one living a double life. Oliver and I had been unraveling our own secret for months, one she never even imagined.